Was Sukuna holding back against Gojo? Yes, but not in the way most people would think. The most common explanation I'll hear for this is that Sukuna wasn't able to use all his abilities against Gojo, and that's what everybody was truly referring to. But in the story's context, I feel like it's slightly different. Because when everybody's watching the fight, we get multiple statements of Sukuna's win conditions being different from Gojo's. But I'll get into that after truly emphasizing that the story was really trying to push the narrative of Sukuna holding back. Although the statement doesn't directly say that Sukuna's holding back, it does draw a clear distinction of what Sukuna would need to do to conserve energy to fight everybody else. And then even after the Yuta fight, which takes place around 3 fights after what happened to Gojo, it still states that he hasn't went all out yet. And this would be Rame, who knows Sukuna the best. And then on top of that, Gojo with the 6 eyes, who would have the best understanding of both of their energy and how much effort that both of them were giving throughout the fight. He even emphasized that Sukuna wasn't able to give his all inside of this fight. So now that we got out of the way that Sukuna was indeed holding back, now is for the reason why he was holding back. It wasn't anything like he wasn't able to use all of his techniques and that's why he was holding back. It stated that, and we know these two moments are directly tied because this statement is made in reference to what Kusakabe said right before about Sukuna holding back. And a rebuttal I have heard for this is that Sukuna is a lot stronger than every other Jujutsu student, so why would he need to be worried? And the reasoning I would give for this is that they have unique abilities that can take him down, so it isn't just a strength thing. And he would also want to enjoy those fights to his fullest. Like, for example, somebody has Jacob's Ladder, which he's already been introduced to, and he knows that getting hit with the maximum output version of that is very detrimental to him. And to go along with that, there's also people with cursed speech, and then something like even the Executioner Sword, which can one-shot him no matter how strong he was. So keeping a high output so he wouldn't be as susceptible to these things would be very important. And if Sukuna was constantly at a low output or on the brink of death or wasn't able to fully heal, he wouldn't have been able to enjoy these battles as much, because as we see inside of these battles, as these fights are going on, he's kind of holding back a bit, testing out their cursed energy and seeing what they can really do. So in the worst condition, this just wouldn't have been viable to him. And as we see, when he's in a beaten and battered condition, we saw when he was like this, someone like Kashima was almost able to end him. So it just leaves a lot less room for error.